can I say? Just cannot help myself. Right, there we go. We've been to pick it up, it's all loaded up. Got a bit of a fright when I had a quick look underneath, so yeah, I think that could be a bit off a fair lump this time. Should be alright though, you know. Chuck a little bit of time at it, a little bit of love and attention. Be alright, be right as rain. Cherry, as they say. So yeah, so on the way back to the shop now, we'll get it off. Right. Little crammed in. Let's see what little joys this thing holds inside. Suppose I'll need that. There are sills. Well, I want a Mark II, but even then. Don't need these, but I know what I can do with them. Maybe need that if I want to get into the bonnet. I think I'll be needing these. I don't know what they are, I don't want to investigate. I have no idea what's in them. I think we'll be emptying that bin soon. If anyone has any idea where this fits, they can let us know. Might be able to make use of that actually. Leave that there, we'll try a plug on that later, see what happens. Probably need the clutch cable, I would imagine. Still in my head. Spare alternator. I'll recognise that. We'll keep it just in case. Right. First general look around, obviously I already knew it needed sills and arches, hence why I have the new sills and arches. Obviously windscreen, a couple of little dings on the roof is my big concern. Other than that, the engine bay actually looks pretty sound. I suspect it'll have a new front panel on at some point in its life. Yeah, it's got the little hatch here, so yeah, it's obviously genuine, non-genuine front panel. But as I say, the arches are alright. The inner arches, it has been stitch welded. Steering rack gear linkage. 2 engine mounts. There's another one over there on the engine. Heater motor. I do know already, I was told about it, that it has a hole in battery tray somewhere. I'm sure I've seen the hole of the battery tray. That's not a great concern. Wiper linkage. It looks pretty solid. Got the struts, steering rack, as I say. It's obviously had some plating done down here. Might pull that off and maybe do it again, do a decent job of it. We'll have a look and see though. But I mean, these are alright. I know I can get replica ones of them. Doors are alright. Again, there's a couple of dings along the bottoms of the doors somewhere. No, I tell a lie. This one's a solid one. There's a little bit of rust up front. A little bit of rust down up in here somewhere. There's a little bit of rust up the front of there. Linkage, motor, no dashboard or anything. But as I say, we'll get stuck into that. You can see there where the welding's been done on the other side. Other than that, I mean, the floor looks pretty solid. I mean, butcher too much. Oh, score Momo Gianob. Yeah, I'm assuming that'll be the same over on that side. Same again in that door. They look pretty sound. I've got a spare engine there. That's a 1400 block. I'll take that out when I can get a bit more room to get moved around. I do know that it needs, as I say, sills and arches. As I say, I've got them. Don't know what the back bumper's like. We're going to have to pull the back bumper off to see again when I can get a bit more room around it. Try and get a tidy out in here. I don't know what this has been in here for. This silicon. We'll pull that off. It seems pretty solid around there. Back corners look solid. No real issues in there. They look pretty solid. Roof lining's actually alright. I do know the rear chassis legs have got quite a bit of rot in them, so I'll need to deal with that. But what we'll do is we'll get the car up on a spit and go that way with it. I like the steering wheel. Obviously need a tailgate glass. A lot of these parts I've already got, so I'm not overly worried about it. Yeah, I don't think it's all that bad. Right, plans for the car. No idea yet, I'll be honest, still just winging it. Inside there was a 14 SRI engine and gearbox. yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be any good or not. I may just put that to one side and deal with that at a later date for something else. As I say, I've got a 2 litre red top to go in it with gearbox, F20 gearbox, got all the shafts, engine mounts and everything there already there. I know the engine bay has been strengthened, so it looks like it's already had a 2 litre in, so I'm not worried about that. I'm missing the fuel tank. Again, not a problem. I do have one of them lying around in my little collection of spares. Interior wise, to get the blue SR interior for these is going to be like hen's teeth. And when they do come up, they're wanting like telephone numbers for them, you know, so there's a good chance I might maybe just go a pair of bucket seats to the roll cage or something, just a bit of something a bit different. It's got suspension on. Whether I keep that or not, I'm not worried. Suspension's just bolt on parts, not concerned about that. As I say, chassis leg repairs to the back, a couple of wings. I don't think we're actually in a bad place. So windows and window regulators, I haven't got them, but I will have to track them down. I've got the windows, that's not a problem, everything bar the windscreen. Obviously, of course, it would be a top tint, and it would be slightly a bit more damaged. So a little bit gutted about that, but you know, it happens. What you got to do. Yeah, other than that, quite a bit of welding repair. I think the first thing we're going to do with it though, we'll get a spit made, get it up on a spit, get it rolled over so I can get a look underneath, get all the suspension dropped off, because at the end of the day, if the underneath on the other side looks really bad and rotten and I don't want to take it any further, the chassis legs, I don't know how far I'm going to have to chase them up. If they're really bad and fried, then it could still well end up being a break-off for parts. But at the minute I'm feeling pretty optimistic that we're on to a win. So fingers crossed this should be up and rolling around. The other good news about this is, believe it or not, it's a genuine 53,000 miles. I've done a bit of checking up on it. Now I've got the reg number and stuff. Last MOT was 2008, so 12 years ago. I'm assuming it's just been laid up in someone's garden for the last 12 years. Last MOT clocked in at 52,800 something or other, so call it 53,000 square. Maybe it's 54,000, assuming he's running around for that year, the last year that it passed. We're not sure about the logbook yet because I don't have it. The lad I bought it off says he suspected it may be a 2 or 3 owner car, possibly. Might be, it might not be, it might be one of them dirty cars that's been handed from person to person. But with the amount of miles on, I'm suspecting probably not. I think it has been looked after at some point in its life. Yeah. Just put as far as we can go for tonight. I think what I need to do is try and get the unit cleaned out a little bit, because I have got stuff in here that I don't need now. So I'll try and get the unit cleared out a little bit, create a bit more space so I can actually work on this without falling over myself. Give it a good clean out and see where we go from there. As I say, next big step we need to do now is build a spit so I can get it rolled over and see what's going on underneath. But other than that, I'm thinking hopefully the next few months or so could be up and rolling around in this. Paintwork wise, I'm not worried about paintwork. I can do that myself. Failing that, there's about 4 or 5 doors down the unit, there's a guy there who does paintwork, and as a bare shell, I'm sure it'll be quite easy for him to spray it over. Yeah, see how it goes. So once again, thanks for all the new subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment and follow. See you next time. Ciao.